The Tax Remedy is a business in my hometown that provides tax preparation services to small businesses and individuals. I chose this company because it's owned and operated by some of my family. They already do a fair amount of business, but I've come up with some ideas for their marketing strategy that might increase consumer awareness. So, the first problem with the Tax Remedy is that their service is super high in credence properties. Credence properties are defined in Chapter 12 of the textbook as characteristics that the consumer may find impossible to evaluate even after purchase and consumption. Research shows that consumers search for much more info when trying to evaluate services with credence properties, and here you can see the only two pieces of any kind of evidence that the Tax Remedy is a good place to go if you need tax help. Some much stronger evidence could be some statistics of things like the percentage of filers that end up with cash returns and the accuracy rate of their bookkeeping service. It's great to have customer reviews on the website, but there needs to be a lot more solid evidence. The next thing that could improve the marketing strategy of the Tax Remedy is to invest some time thinking about the 80-20 rule from Chapter 9 of the textbook. This rule is a concept that suggests 80% of a firm's sales are obtained from 20% of its customers. Since they provide services to small businesses and individuals, they could do a bit of research to find out whether they obtain more business from the businesses or the individuals. In other words, they need to find their 20%. Really focusing on marketing toward their stronger 20% could be a huge payoff for the Tax Remedy. For example, if they find that individual taxpayers make up the majority of their sales, they should spend most of their efforts finding ways to appeal to individuals that may need help filing their tax returns. The third marketing problem that could be holding the Tax Remedy back is one of the 7 P's of service marketing, their place or distribution. As of now, they only have one small office that is located in Spring, Texas. It's in a pretty busy area, which is great for attracting walk-in customers, but it still doesn't solve the fact that people have no choice but to physically go to the tax office to be provided with any type of service. Due to increased competition, many service firms have had to consider the value of convenient distribution and find new ways to distribute services to customers. For example, H&R Block is a tax preparation office that has begun to provide their services completely online. It's reasonable to believe that if the Tax Remedy wishes to continue competing in the world of taxes, it may be time to look into providing some online services to their customers. This would be way more convenient for customers because they would not have to physically come into the office for every little thing that they need. The Tax Remedy does currently have an organized website that has some important information, but they could really elevate their service by providing online tax preparation and consulting. The fourth and final problem with the marketing strategy of the Tax Remedy is their lack of social media use. In my opinion, getting the word out about their service on a site like Facebook could be the most helpful out of any of the issues I talked about earlier in this video. Chapter 19 in the textbook talks about ways in which businesses can integrate social media marketing into their own strategies. After reading about the 4 main social networks, it seems to me that Facebook would be a perfect place for the Tax Remedy to begin marketing their services through social media. Facebook currently has over 1 billion active users, so it's safe to say that the Tax Remedy would be able to market their services to more taxpayers than they could probably even imagine by producing a simple Facebook page and eventually some advertisements. The table that you see on the right is a section of Figure 19.2 in the textbook that describes some beneficial user characteristics of social networks. As you can see, Facebook is a great place for engaging people who like your brand and want to share their opinions. I personally know that the Tax Remedy does have a lot of satisfied customers, so marketing their service on Facebook would allow those positive experiences to be shared and in turn might attract more customers. The Tax Remedy would benefit from hiring someone to keep track of their Facebook page so it could be monitored consistently. With someone paying special attention to the page, customers could have answers to quick questions along with a place to share their experiences.